You back to BLACKSITE tonight. We're going to talk about Kamala Harris. Honeymoon is over. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. The honeymoon phase of Kamala Harris' campaign is virtually over after Donald Trump received the endorsement of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and he expressed why he endorsed Donald Trump over Kamala Harris. He said he tried to give her a call, but she refused to take the call. Basically, she wanted nothing to do with RFK Jr. and what he had to offer. But over the past month, Kamala Harris has not spoken to the media. She has basically given no policy. She gave a bland DNC speech, basically talking about unity, in which she's part of an administration who has showed no unity over the past 3.5 years. But she's also running this campaign on something called joy, similar to hope back in 2008 with Barack Obama. But this joy campaign has to be replaced with policies. And she has not given us any policies that can help the average person in America. She gave an economic speech and she talked about price controls. Now, anybody who knows about price controls, you saw it happen in Russia, Venezuela, Cuba, and all these communist countries. What ended up happening is that those countries had shortages and the black market came into an effect. Kamala Harris seems to have no policies. She has been running as a Democrat in a Democrat state all her life. This is truly one of her first real elections. Now, she almost lost that Senate election to Sanchez in California, but this is her first real election in which she's trying to run an election and win off of just don't vote for Trump. And that may not be enough. If Trump combined with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and she also still got problems on the left with Jill Stein and Cornel West, who's attacking her because she's trying to throw everybody off the ballot. That's what really got Robert F. Kennedy angry, is because she threw him off the ballot in New York State, and he did not like that. But she has to have a policy on the Middle East, what's happening in Israel. Is she's going to support Palestine? Does she have an economic policy that we see that this Biden-Harris administration has failed with inflation, high gas prices? We have seen rent skyrocket, mortgages because of high interest rates. Does she have any solutions to these problems? Now, she's talking about first-time home buyers. Well, most of those people probably be taken up by people who just came to this country. She knows that these policies are not going to work, but what she did do is that her campaign took polls and basically said, Kamala, this is your policy. But you have some in the Democrat Party who are basically telling her, we'll tell you the policy once she get elected. And that's not the way to run a campaign. You see Trump and J.D. Vance out there every day campaigning, talking to the media every day, expressing their policies and what they may do. You may disagree with them, but they are out there and the media has access to them. The media has no access to Kamala Harris because her campaign feels as though she can't handle the press. She will never have a press interview with Fox because she couldn't handle it because of the questions that they may ask her. She will always go to someone who is on her side. Her first interview probably will be with MSNBC because they won't ask her the tough questions, or she might wait to the debate on September 10th on ABC, which I think is a bad move by Trump, simply because he's suing George Stephanopoulos, and you know ABC is behind Kamala Harris. Remember, you got Good Morning America, ESPN, and you got The View. All those people are anti-Trump, but Trump is brave enough to step into the fire. He doesn't care where the fight is at. He will go to the fight. But she will probably have to have the answers to the questions before she can even debate him. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Trump has to be careful next month when this debate comes up, because this may be the biggest flashpoint in this election, because she will have to stand on her own 2 feet and express herself. She can call him racist. She can say he's a convict. We all know that. We have heard it 1,000 times. But then she has to explain what is she going to do to make this country better other than being Trump. Now, it may work in the end. This may be one of those campaigns where you could just run against your opponent and not the policies that you have been in control of for the past 3.5 years. You can't distance yourself from President Biden. It's the Biden-Harris administration, not the Biden administration, that you have been a part of. And you can't say, my hands is tied and I can't do anything because I'm not at the top of the ticket. You was there when President Biden was having difficulties with dementia, and he's still president. So you knew what was going on. So you probably had a stronger input into the administration, or was the administrative state running the country? I don't know. But she has to explain to the American people, what is she going to do? And just being a woman is our time, and just vote for me, that's not good enough, because we have had 3.5 years of misery. We can go back into this thing for another 4 years. We got 2 wars raging on and multiple conflicts around the world. We have still high food, oil, gas prices, everything you can think of. And you're calling to be reelected. That's what you're basically saying. You are Joe Biden, but a replacement. So we'll see, because the media is tired of it. New York Times, CNN, other media outlets are asking her to step forward, give interviews, talk about policies, even answer questions that she refused to do. This has to stop. You cannot run a second in the basement campaign and win an election. But it might happen. Plus, with the help of the deep state and her friends in the social media, it's possible that she can win this election without doing any media or any sit downs and talks with anybody. She might just pull it off. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.